What a great day to be a warrior. I would like to take this opportunity to say welcome for the final step for the class of 2018, our senior class. Well done. You made it. Almost. We're almost there. I'm very, very proud of what you have accomplished. I talk about it all the time, how great this class is, and you have acquitted yourself magnificently all year, culminating in this day. Thank you for that. Thank you. I want to welcome all families, friends, loved ones, and certainly all the members of the families of our graduating class. This is a special, special day, and we're very, very happy to have you join us. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the commencement party. On my left, starting with Lieutenant General Benjamin Frakely, is our guest speaker. Sitting next to him is Mr. Barry Schreier, the chairman of our remarkable Board of Trustees. Colonel Wayne Ward, the Commandant of Cadets. Gunnery Sergeant Charles Glimka, the Deputy Commandant of Cadets. On my right, Mr. Ethan Segovia, our Dean of Academics, Ms. Amy Coe, Assistant Dean of Academics, Dr. Robin Cowan, our remarkable faculty chair, and Mr. Bird Millick, our Director of Athletics. Please give me a round of applause for these tremendous folks. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce our Dean of Academics, Mr. Segovia.
Thank you, General. Good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure at this time to introduce our outstanding team of educators who really make today possible. While the cadets complete their work, finish projects, and take the exams, it's the faculty and supporting staff who prepare them for success. I want to personally thank our faculty for all of their hard work and time with these fine young men, and please stand when your name is called. I will begin with my amazing Assistant Dean of Academics, Ms. Amy Coe. Academic Support Staff Executive Assistant, Ms. Amber Smith. Registrar, Ms. Tammy Clark. And Administrative Assistant, Ms. Stacia Hoagland. Counselors, Ms. Lauren Segovia. Ms. Brittany Siegel. And Ms. Tina Benedict. Now for our teachers in no particular order. For Science, Department Chair, Christopher Johnson. Faculty Chair, Dr. Robin Cowan. Mr. Gabriel Contreras, Chemistry. Ms. Shannon Runnan, Middle School and High School Sciences. Fine Arts Department Chair, Mr. John Musser. Mr. Terry Matsuoka. NATV and Coach John Gillespie. Mr. Lance Smith for Drama. And the ever-talented Mr. Leland Lugo, Bandmaster. For English, Ms. Jamie Frankfurt, Department Chair. Ms. Kimberly Frazier, 11th grade. Janesse Edwards, 10th grade. Marley Proctor, 9th grade. And Melissa Butcher, Middle School English. For Social Sciences, Mr. Nick Hall, Department Chair. Mr. Gavin Hooker, High School History. Mr. Joe South, US and AP US History. And Mr. Philip Zamora, 12th grade, Government Econ. Languages other than English, our ASB Director and Department Chair, Ms. Sarah Ortiz. Mr. Rafael Rodriguez. Ms. Eleni Theochari. And Dr. Amy So. For ESOL, Director of International Students, Ms. Myra Ramirez. and Miss Sonia Pratt. For Math, Department Chair, Casey Drake. Middle School Math and some High School Math, Lisa Caffro. Mr. Bobby Huggins. Denise Martin. And Jolene Mitchell. And finally, our Director of Learning Strategies, Dr. Francis Disney. I would also like to have a quick thanks for our amazing Parents Association led by Kelly Edmonds, including Howard Thomas and Mona Bruce, whose sons are graduating today. You do so much for the cadets, faculty, and staff. We appreciate you very much. And Kelly, we get you for one more year, so thank you for all you do.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce the Commandant staff. I have Gunnery Sergeant Charles Klimka, Deputy Commandant. I have Sergeant Major Eusebio Gonzalez is the Assistant Commandant for Cadet Life. And sprinkled throughout the campus. They're all over the area, so they might not be here in front, but they are in the area. First Sergeant Ray McCassell, Assistant Commandant for Operations. Our senior, our LET JROTC program is really and has improved over the years, and is really making great efforts to make the military side better, just much better. And it couldn't happen without the great team that we have in the JROTC. And with that senior Army instructor, that's Major Edison Guillermo. Teaching LET 3 is Chief Warrant Officer 4, Manny Ortiz. Teaching LET 2, First Sergeant Martin Davis. And teaching LET 1, Sergeant First Class Veronica Parker. Our TAC officers spend much time with your cadets, and they do a great job in the mentoring and the leadership side. From Headquarters Company, we have Coach Roy Oliver. Alpha Company is TAC Officer Kevin Clark. Band Company, Sergeant Jason McDonald. Bravo Company, Master Sergeant Lionel Salisbury. Charlie Company, Sergeant Antonio Maldonado. Echo Company, which just graduated middle school this morning, that's Staff Sergeant Paul Nixon. And our two support TACs that we've added that provide tremendous help and assistance. That's TAC Officer Damiano Impostado and Corporal Orlando Perez. A few other divisions within this department that provide day in and day out support, and that's our health center that's headed up by Miss Colleen Woodbeck and her staff. Transportation, Mr. David Oberly and Miss Bobby Patterson. I think we're, let me see, here we go. The mess hall staff, Frank and his staff. Stand by. Here we go. As I was saying, the health center, which many of you have seen all the time for all the things that you need, headed up by Miss Colleen Woodbeck and her staff. And everything that Frank and his staff does for you all, I think for everyone, deserves a round of applause, please. Can you switch that for me right here? and all the other departments that make this academy run. Thank you very much.
Okay. That's me next.
Yeah.
If that works, I'm gonna unplug this. If it fails, we just go with that. Okay.
At the end of every school year, the faculty vote to elect a faculty chairperson. This faculty member serves in a variety of roles, which include as a member of the Board of Trustees, as well as representing the voice of the faculty at academic council meetings and other capacities. Dr. Robin Cowan has had the honor to serve in this position for 10 years straight. Robin, we appreciate all you've done for the Academy, our cadets, faculty, and staff, and at this time I would like to invite you to the podium with a charge for the class of 2018.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yes? No? All right. I can't tell. Okay, great. It's an honor to be here. Thank you very much. I would like to thank all of you, the parents, grandparents, relatives, and guests for joining the faculty, administration, staff, and the Corps of Cadets in celebrating the graduation of this wonderful class of 2018, the 107th Army and Navy Academy graduating class. Congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you so much for sharing these very special young men with us. Gentlemen, today is the day. You are graduating. Soon you will receive your diplomas and no longer be students of Army and Navy, but move into the prestigious group of alumni of Army and Navy. This is a new beginning, one of freedom and one of great responsibility. We have provided you with exceptional academic, leadership, and personal development opportunities. The knowledge, skills, and training needed to accomplish your goals and help open the doors to top schools for you. UCLA, Berkeley, all the UCs, Georgetown, Purdue, West Point, NYU, University of Michigan, and it goes on and on. We have challenged you to work hard and do your best. And if you've taken biology, you know you were challenged. And provided you with the tools necessary for success. We have guided you and emphasized the importance of valuing, maintaining, and demonstrating character in all you do as you work to become leaders of your generation. And now it is up to you. It will be very challenging, of that there is no question. The opportunities are limitless if you determine to work as hard as necessary to be successful and have a strong internal compass, one that is directed toward what is right, honorable, a virtuous man. Last fall, as faculty chair, I issued you the senior class a challenge to carry on the traditions and high standards of the Corps of Cadets as established at our founding in 1910, to grow and achieve throughout the year, to safeguard and honor the Academy's and national colors, and to pass them on with pride and honor, knowing that you, the senior class, had achieved your goals. Today I'm here to issue every one of you a more serious challenge. I challenge and I charge you to pursue your goals with energy and determination, to work hard in all your endeavors, to continue to grow and develop into the men of good character you are, and to always be the virtuous young men you are. Today you become graduates of the Army-Navy. This can never be taken from you. Remember the lessons you've learned, the skills we have provided you, the bonds you have formed, and make every action and word spoken a demonstration that you are indeed a virtuous man, men of character, honor, and integrity. Go above and beyond in all you do. Be respectful of others. Be grateful. Most importantly, to your family, who has supported you and continues to support you in all of your endeavors. Live by the honor code, value these characteristics in others, and surround yourself with individuals that also value them. Congratulations, gentlemen. We are very proud of you today. Sorry. Continue to make us proud. And remember, we are always warrior proud. Warrior proud! All right. Is there anyone here who will respond to this challenge? I will. Okay, Mr. Bao, thank you.
Congratulations to my fellow graduates of the class of 2018. This is a new beginning, and we're ready. With the lessons learned from faculty and staff, I know that we have the academic, leadership, and personal skills to succeed in college and life. I am happy to respond to the challenge for the class of 2018 and say that we promise to do our best to carry on the traditions and high standards of the Academy, of the Army and Navy Academy. We'll pursue our goals with energy and determination. We'll continue to grow and develop into men of good character. We'll always be grateful for what we have learned at the Academy. We're all proud to soon be called alumni of the Army and Navy Academy. Most importantly, we are warrior proud, and we are warrior strong. Thank you.
See if I get a good one forward.
We'll try this again. It is now my distinct honor to introduce my mentor and friend, Lieutenant General Ben Frakely. He had an extraordinarily distinguished Army career during which he commanded at every level through division and combined joint task force, including leading the vaunted 10th Mountain Division into combat in Afghanistan. He culminated his active duty service as the commanding general, U.S. Army Accessions Command, where he was responsible for worldwide recruiting for the active duty and reserve components and overseeing U.S. Army Recruiting Command and U.S. Army Cadet Command, which I was fortunate to command during his tenure. General Frakely currently serves as the Professor of Practice of Leadership for Arizona State University and as a special advisor to the ASU President for Leadership Initiatives. Additionally, he serves at the McCain Institute for International Leadership and is the director of the ASU Decision Theater Network. General Frakely is a leadership expert and a warrior statesman. Ladies and gentlemen, cadets, please join me in welcoming Lieutenant General Ben Frakely.
Well, good afternoon. What a gorgeous day here in Southern California, and what a remarkable Corps of Cadets, and what an unbelievable ceremony we just witnessed across at the parade field. You guys are spectacular at this academy, and it's great to be with you. General Bartell, thank you for that kind introduction. Chairman Shire, members of the Board of Trustees, Major General and Mrs. Bartell, distinguished guests, alumni, parents, families, friends of the class of 2018, and most importantly, graduates. It's a distinct honor and privilege for Susan and me to join you this afternoon at Army-Navy Academy commencement for the class of 2018. It's wonderful to be with such a historic academic institution established in 1910, and to be with our dear friends and the incredible leadership team, General and Mrs. Bartell, and so encouraging to observe the academic achievements of this remarkable class. 67 leaders from 8 countries, 6 states, who have excelled academically, in cadet life, in athletics, and in every challenge they've faced, now moving to military service and to higher education. There is one problem with this class, however. None of you have selected to attend Arizona State University. Therefore, I expect you to rectify that and transfer in the coming years, or to seek your advanced degrees at Sun Devil Land. But I'll move on. Thank you to the faculty and administration for teaching, guiding, mentoring, and setting such a positive example for the graduates along their journey. I know no higher calling in our country than to be an educator, because you put your thumbprint on tomorrow. You put your stamp on tomorrow's leaders. So these graduates, this afternoon, the faculty is your moment as your students realize their academic goals. Well done, and how about another round of applause for this great faculty and staff. To the parents and the families of the graduates, thank you for your support, both moral and financial, your unwavering belief in your student, and for your dedication, persistence in helping them stay the course and graduate. We share your pride in their accomplishments. And believe me, my wife and I know about having pride about raising men, for that we're the parents of 5 sons. And you're the parents of 67 sons sitting right there. So well done. Graduates, how about a round of applause for your families? And now to our graduates. Congratulations, you made it. Success in our nation, and indeed around the world, today more than ever is tied to academic accomplishments. So well done. You're on your way. You must be thrilled to be finished with your papers, exams, oral presentations, and projects, so you've completed your course of study. Now the hard part. What's next? You're stepping into very challenging times. It's a violent, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, interconnected world. And what's required in this environment is character-driven leadership, principled, informed leadership, that commitment to do the right thing for the right reasons in the right way, and to stand for justice and truth, and stand for those who can't stand for themselves. You're needed. It's demanded today. But fear not, you're ready. Your experience at Army-Navy Academy has prepared you to lead in adversity, to solve critical problems, and to tackle the tasks that lay ahead. You've been focused on character development, leadership, and service in order to develop you to your fullest potential during your time at the Academy. You, men, are prepared to continue to lead. So some thoughts as you continue your leadership journey post-graduation. 4 points. And I do understand that I'm standing between you and celebrating this moment. First, be a leader of character. Your nation, your hometown, your families need you. We need you. The world needs you. Those whom you lead need you. There are too many leadership failures in business, politics, the church, education, military, athletics. It goes on. America and the international community needs leaders we can look up to. Therefore, you, gentlemen, must earn trust. Be accountable and hold others accountable. Take responsibility, be optimistic and energetic, and take risk. Move forward, innovate, and be bold. Do the right thing always, especially when no one's watching. Be values-based. Live that life of honor, integrity, courage, and compassion and respect. Think about what guides you as you go to college and get confronted with a lot of temptations. What should guide you is what you learned right here. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage, especially moral courage, to stand up. Secondly, be a servant leader. Live this Academy motto for God and country. What a direction for a life well lived, God and country. Depart today from these gates, that gate, to serve, not to be served. Give time, volunteer, Never ask anybody to do something you wouldn't do. It's okay to take out the trash, change the toner, change the light bulb, help somebody else. That's okay. Don't be a taker from your vocation, but give. Give your time, your talent, your energy. Add to your organization, your family, your friendships. To be a friend, you've got to earn a friend. And be a servant leader, always placing others first. Take care of your people, your teammates, and those who earn your trust. And yet, please be humble in your successes. Be a humble leader. Thirdly, be a lifelong learner. Hard work pays off. You're graduating, but your education is just beginning. You are living in the age of knowledge, ever changing, ever increasing, ever more complex. So read, study, discuss your chosen field, immerse yourself in your field, seek mentors who have preceded you, give learning your all. Don't visit your vocation, lead your vocation. Be professionally fit, because you know what, men? People like to be around men and women who know their stuff. People love to serve people who know their stuff and what they're doing. Stay physically fit. It helps with long days, emotional challenges, dealing with complexity, gives you mental toughness. And be spiritually fit. Believe in God, believe in our country, believe in your family. America is an exceptional nation. We should not shy away from who we are as a people. We should trust in the goodness of who we are and what we can become. We need this experiment in democracy to move forward by working for justice and freedom and liberty for all. Lastly, find your passion. Do not settle for second place. None of you came here to be in second place. Don't choose just to get by. Find out what motivates and drives you. Find your passion, you'll never work a day in your life. Make every day count. Be better tomorrow than you were today. In the Shenandoah Valley, where I'm from, at Virginia Military Institute, there stands an arch, a stone arch that cadets march under every day. On that arch it says, "You may be whatever you resolve to be." Those were the words of Major Thomas Jonathan Jackson to the Corps cadets in 1840. You may be whatever you resolve to be. So choose or resolve what your future will be. Each graduate, each of you, has the power and the responsibility to choose your course in your life. Your goals, your aspiration, your direction, it's up to you. So class of 2018, choose to be great. Choose to be a leader who's character driven. And along your journey, choose to be a leader of character, a servant leader, a lifelong learner, and passionate about your vocation. Choose, men, to make a difference. And at the end of the day, that's where you're going to find much happiness and joy, by making a difference in the lives of others. So congratulations to each one of you. May God bless you. May God bless Army-Navy Academy. May God bless the United States of America. Go forward, be strong and courageous. Thank you.
A military boarding school can be miserable sometimes, plain and simple. Whether it be Army Navy Academy or military academy all the way on the East Coast, cadets will always hate waking up in the morning, cleaning their rooms, doing drill, having extra military science classes, etc., etc. And no matter how much our parents, family member, a two-star general, or pretty much anyone else tells us that this academy will give us so much in the future and be well worth all the suffering, it is just in cadets' nature to blow it off as meaningless gibberish. We will hate the sweat, and the exhaustion, and the screaming, and the demerits, and so therefore we will hate the academy and all it stands for. At this point, you're all thinking, why the heck is this kid, the 2018 Battalion XO of all people, bashing the school that he spent 4 years attending during his speech, his last hurrah at the academy? Well, if you know me at all, then you know that I say it like it is and I won't beat around the bush. But these same people also know that I'm as big of an advocate for this school as most of the faculty members that work here. See, some of us were sent here. Others chose to attend here. But one thing we all have in common is that, in the moment, the grind of a military school blinds us to its future benefits. This academy isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It has its bad days. days that drain us of all our energy, days filled with countless events that seem to just waste our time, days that just droned on and on, just to end the same as the day before and begin just like the previous day. It is these days that seemingly eliminate any foresight we cadets have for our future, prevent any perception of just exactly what we will take away from enduring these hellish days. Just like we have heard so many times, boys do not think about the future. They only see what's in front of their faces. Well, now, the future is on the immediate horizon. Whether it be college, the military, or whatever path we decide to take, we can now take a step back, away from the schoolwork, the drill, and the PT, and finally, with clear eyes and renewed vision, look into the past and see just what we have taken away from this academy. We, for the first time, see what lies before us and how well we truly are prepared because of this establishment. Although each cadet's takeaways from this school may be different, the idea that each cadet will leave with something from this academy that will benefit them is a fact. Some will depart with a new sense of independence fostered by the academy. Independence taught by being forced to clean our rooms every day, getting in class on time, and getting our homework done without our moms and dads breathing down our necks. Others will leave with a newfound sense of discipline, forged by the consequences of neglecting responsibilities and ignoring rules. On a similar note, others will depart with a greater understanding of responsibility and taking responsibility for their actions, which is taught through the countless mistakes each one of us makes throughout our time here at the academy. Others will leave with leadership skills acquired through their various positions throughout the battalion. Many more will leave with fresh knowledge on commitment or duty. Some may even leave with new pride in what they accomplished here or confidence derived from their origin at this academy. Some cadets' biggest takeaway may simply be a new role model or mentor that they met here. No matter what form these learning experiences take, whether it be from a lesson, skill, or ability gained, each cadet has something they will take away from this great place. Yes, some of these may seem cliche, and maybe they are. But for many it is, along with much more, what they will take away from this academy. Now, I've been here long enough to know that some of you stubborn fools in the massive white down there have too much ego to admit that they will take anything from this academy besides thinking that it was just miserable. Well, I'm now here to challenge that. Although I said the takeaways and growth acquired from here would be different from person to person, there are two takeaways that I know, without a doubt in my mind, are universal. The first is the unbreakable brotherhood forged at the academy. Friendship is an inadequate word to describe the bonds formed here. It does not even come close to encompassing the connections and relationships that have developed here. It's a brotherhood which began construction in 7th grade and grew stronger and stronger each year. Now, after 6 years of growing and strengthening, we have come together to become an unstoppable force. When we step out of those gates in just a few moments, many of us will cry. Not because we are leaving the academy, but because we are leaving our brothers. The alumni that visit each year, from recent times or years past, prove that the brotherhood formed here is strong enough to stretch across miles, across states, across countries, across globes, and most importantly, across time. No matter where we go or how long it has been, we will always have each other close by, physically or in our hearts and minds, all of which will keep us strong and will help us to push back against any obstacle that may arise. This leads me to my second takeaway, the memories formed here. I can honestly say, without a doubt in my mind, that no other set of high schoolers have the same quantity and depth of stories as we do. No matter if they are good, bad, inappropriate, or hilarious, the memories crafted at this academy are incomparable to anywhere else. These memories will soon be the last thing that directly connect you to ANA. And you cannot deny that in 20 years, you'll still be telling people about the time when Colonel Ward caught you screwing around, or the time Staff Sergeant Nixon dabbed in front of the whole Corps of Cadets, or the time Coach Oliver showed everyone up with his dance move, or how 12:30 is the most important time in the world, or even just how beaten and exhausted you were after a thing called OCC. These are the memories that have come to define you and will continue to do so. They will last with you forever, just like so many other things, all because of one simple place your parents sent you freshman year, Army and Navy Academy. And now, as Army and Navy Academy becomes a long-lost memory, I would like to take this last opportunity on behalf of the class of 2018 to thank those that have impacted our lives. First off, I have to thank the parents, guardians, and family members. You are our backbones, keeping us strong no matter what hardship arose. You saw the light at the end of the tunnel and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow when we could not, and refused to let us leave no matter how much we wanted to quit. Without you, there would not be a class of 2018, and so I want to thank you with all my heart. Just like how our class would be nothing without the parents, this school is nothing without the teachers. Teachers who invest more into their students than any other teacher at any other school. All the time, effort, and hard work you have devoted to us led us to this stage today and will continue to aid us in the future. You have become more than teachers to us. You have become our mentors and role models. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank the instructors in the JROTC department, who have truly been the main source of cadets' growth as they move on in life and assume leadership roles in the real world. You have helped to build the leaders of tomorrow, and so I want to thank you. I also would like to thank the counselors who not only helped us in our pursuit of higher education, but also with helping us manage the many struggles that come with attending a military academy. Your support helped us seniors be able to leave this place today with our minds straight and our heads high. This speech would not be complete without thanking one of the most important people in cadets' lives at the academy, the TAC officers, the people who really have to deal with us, but also the people who really understand and know us. You were our dads away from home, and the impact y'all had on our lives is immeasurable. I simply could not forget to thank our assistant dean, and commandant for all the work they have done for our class. Ms. Coe, you mean more to our class than you even know, and we truly appreciate how much you genuinely care for us. You are always there, and we know that we can trust you with just about anything.
Yeah, Ms. Coe.
Yeah. Mr. Segovia, although you are now the dean and so we don't get to see you around as much, you are far from forgotten. You always can put a smile on our face, and we are grateful for your support. Colonel Ward, no matter how much the seniors can hate you sometimes, we understand that it is your job. You always treat everything with a level head and fairness and a lack of bias that few can achieve. Although I can only speak for myself in this case, in my 4 years here at the academy, you are hands down the best commandant, and I do feel that many of my classmates would agree with that. And finally, I would like to thank Major General Bartel. Many times we forget just how unique and spoiled we are to have someone of your prestige at our school. At J-Lab, your surprise appearance had everyone freaking out, while we just looked around and questioned what had them all flustered. But more than a rank and position, you've been a huge supporter of us in our class. Just by how red your face gets at sports games and how loud you yell at the referees, we truly can see you care more than about the school, but about each cadet individually. You cannot say that about many headmasters of schools. Thank you. The thank yous are now over, and this is a part of the speech where I'm supposed to be walking off the stage, which many of you are probably rooting for right now. Yeah. But ending on thank yous always seemed like a terrible way to conclude a speech to me. So instead of ending on a thank you for the past, I would, just like we do in many of our final chapels, like to end on a challenge for the future. To the class of 2019, I challenge you to maintain the legacy our class has made, all while creating your own. We have left big shoes to fill as the best senior class in A&A history. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. But unlike others, I not only want you to fill them, but to leave a bigger footprint than we did when we graduated. I challenge you to be the best in your class and to issue this challenge to the next senior class so that in 10 years, when the class of 2018 comes back to visit our reunion, the school is not only the same as we left it, but better and improved, stamped by each senior class that has followed ours. And finally, to the class of 2018, to my brothers, I challenge you to use what you have learned at A&A to succeed in life. Use Army and Navy Academy as a source of strength. Use it as a foundation that grounds you and the pillars that support you. Do not forget about the Academy. Take advantage of it and employ all it has taught you. And most importantly, above all, make the most of every opportunity that arises. Do something with your life. Now more than ever, our world needs you, the natural leaders, to be the shepherd of change. I challenge you to step up and not only make an impact, but be the impact. My only question is, which of you will accept this challenge? Thank you.
Thank you, Jake. Next, the Bradshaw Valedictorian Award is named in memory of Dr. Archie Bradshaw, 1919 graduate of Army and Navy Academy, who is known as a scholar, a soldier, and a gentleman. It is presented to the graduating senior with the highest cumulative grade point average, including 9th grade performance and through first semester. This year's valedictorian is Yibo Bao. Yibo is graduating with a GPA of 4.31, will be attending Berkeley this fall, and will be majoring in economics. Yibo?
First, I would like to respond to Bo's question. All of us. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, families, friends, and guests. Thank you all for being here today for the graduation of the class of 2018. It is a great honor for me to stand up here today and deliver the valedictorian speech. Just a few weeks ago, Horace, the salutatorian who just spoke, and myself received a notification from the dean, Mrs. Segovia, that we'll be speaking on graduation day. Right after we got out of his office, Horace told me that he already had an outline for his speech. And I called him here. I don't know how you're gonna top mine. Considering this is the final competition of our high school career, I decided to declare surrender in the beginning of my speech, since I have taken W's in everything else. Including the award of valedictorian. I'm just kidding. I think he gave an awesome speech today, and it's very difficult to tell which one's better without hurting his feelings. On a more serious note, I did not realize how difficult it would be to write a graduation speech. Not that it's harder than Miss Frankie and Mrs. Fraser's in-class English essays, but the fact that I'm writing a speech for my graduation makes me a little sentimental. Graduation has always seemed so far away, as if tomorrow I'll wake up again, put my uniform on, complain that the heaters in my room are still not fixed even though it's already summertime, and get impressed by the number of seniors who actually show up to morning formations this year. However, with the numbers of days left on the clock turning into single digits, the large dumpster and the storage taking up their annual position, seniors selling their mini fridges to the juniors, cadets talking about their plans to skip the graduation and the commencement parade, my battalion commander Drew Thomas appearing less frequently to evening formations, and lastly, writing this graduation speech. All of these things remind me that my high school career has truly came to an end. It was back in late January in 2014 that I first set foot on this campus. Today is June 2nd, meaning that 4.5 years of my life have been connected with ANA. I am 18 years old. Only some simple algebra is needed to conclude that a quarter of my life has been connected with ANA in some capacity. Nevertheless, new cadet training still seems like it happened yesterday. As a 14-year-old kid, I was already the same height as today. Unfortunately, I have not grown a single inch since 6th grade. But I was even skinnier than I am today. I was seriously overwhelmed by the new environment. Luckily, I met new friends who helped me get through the toughest period. They helped me to assimilate into the system, to understand the culture, and to learn the values of the school. It is with their help that I was able to grow and develop no longer as a teenage boy, but as a young man and young adult. We learned in the classroom together. We fought on the fields together. We competed and became leaders together. And finally, we'll leave our legacies here today. The class of 2018 is extremely special. Some of us who have been here since freshman year suffered through probably the most drastic downfall of ANA together. It was a catastrophic disaster for us when the school decided to no longer provide Coca-Cola as a drink in the mess hall. Many young hearts were broken, but we persevered through the disaster and adapted to the new harsh conditions. Besides that, all of us bear the weight of the tough JPA together, and we did not give up on ourselves and the core after the slightly disappointing results, which I'm confident to say were not our fault. Despite the challenges that were presented to us, we're still able to make our class to be the best that the school has seen in years. At the beginning of the year, the changes in the schedule made possible by the battalion staff significantly increased the percentage of cadets showing up to morning formations and eating breakfast. Every day, some seniors enjoy their lunch on the tables outside behind where we're sitting on the senior lawn. And most importantly, instead of just going AWOL, that is away without official leave, seniors now are able to legally sign out and go off campus to eat lunch on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Now that time is coming to an end, I challenge the class of 2019 to continue this legacy of making positive changes here at the Academy. I would like to express my gratitude to all the faculty, staff, my family, and all my brothers here at the Academy. Without your help and support, I could not have made it to where I'm standing today. Thank you, Ms. Mears, who had done an incredible job in preparing my American skills. Oh, I'm in English. Thank you, Dr. Cowan, for improving my work ethic through your not so environmentally friendly loads of homework and your scary stories about the difficulty of college. Thank you, Mr. Scovia and Ms. Frankie, for the amazing Harvard Model Congress experience I had. Thank you, General Bartel and Colonel Ward, for your trust in the senior class and help to make our ideas and plans possible. Thank you, Chef Frank, for providing a variety of meals so we don't have to eat lasagna and pasta every day. And special thank you to Ceci's Burrito Shop for the days when we only had lasagna and pasta. Thank you, Mr. Huggins, Mr. Rodriguez, and Mrs. Ortiz for taking your own time organizing activities and events for our seniors. Thank you, Mr. Mendoza, Mrs. Scovia, Ms. Siegel, and Ms. Benedict for staying late for us seniors during the college application season and help us in getting into our dream colleges. Thank you, my gym brothers, James, Ryan, Joffrey, and Shane, for encouraging me to go to work out when I feel lazy. Thank you, Cy and James, for the laces I'm wearing. And lastly, thank you, Horace and Drew, for your support and assistance in leading the court. Without you two always on my back, this year will be extremely challenging. I'm very grateful to be able to work with you and the rest of the staff. Thank you, all of you. I really mean it. Before coming to the school, I never would have thought about appearing at a graduation in a uniform called senior whites and being in a parade. In my imagination, I should be wearing a graduation gown and be throwing a graduation cap instead of a white cover. I should be receiving my diploma and feel relieved to be finished instead of standing and marching under the hot sun. I wanted my graduation to be like others, to be like the ones in the movies and films. However, the uniforms that we're wearing today makes me realize how unique we are and how proud we should be. We are reminded of all the honors and accomplishments in the past years as they are carried on our shoulders, on our chest, and in our heart. We're able to deliver our performance as a class one last time together. Every single one of us should be extremely proud today because we are that unique. We deserve to be able to show our achievements. And finally, we are graduating from the Army and Navy Academy. The General has always emphasized how the prefrontal cortex in young men's brains don't develop fully yet, and this leads us to not focus on the future as much as others. Today, that becomes a gift for us to fully enjoy this moment, to think about nothing else besides the happiness of graduating high school, to forget about the embarrassment of crying afterwards, and to tell the brothers next to you how much you appreciate having them to go through this journey with them. ANA is far more than an ordinary public school. It is not only a place where we study, live, grow, and flourish, but also a second home to many of us because we truly have a family here between the students, staff, and faculty. We truly have a brotherhood here. We truly have a bond here that connects all of us across space and time. No matter what journeys we go on, no matter what voyage we take, no matter if we achieve success or encounter adversity in life, we can always come back to this place to share our happiness or seek consolation. This is not going to be an end. This is just the turning point onto the new journeys that we all are about to go on. I wish all of you the best of luck in chasing your passions and your dreams. I hope you'll make your names sound and make all of us proud. Congratulations and thank you. Evo out.
To continue with the commencement awards, it is my pleasure to introduce the Director of Athletics, Mr. Bird Millick, and Mr. John Mafucci, who will present the Brookhart Mafucci Scholar Athlete Award.
This award is presented in honor of the late Colonel Pete Brookhart, former teacher, dean, and academy president, and in honor of John Mafucci, who served as athletic director for 44 years. Among many other roles throughout the years to include interim president. He was here 59 years, and he's right here. Can we please give it up for Coach Mafucci? Coach Mafucci is here to present this award. It is presented to the graduating senior who best exemplifies the ideals of the scholar athlete. This year's award recipient is Michael Dallas.
Get on each side of you.
Not many offensive linemen.
To continue with the commencement awards, presenting the Davis Golden Rule Award, I invite Dr. Robin Cowan, Faculty Chair, and Miss Amy Coe, Assistant Dean of Academics, to the podium.
This award is named in honor of the founder of Army and Navy Academy, Colonel Thomas A. Davis. It is presented to the graduating senior. Wow, holy biscuits. Who best demonstrates the character implied in the Golden Rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This cadet exemplifies the Academy motto displayed over the arch, Pro Deo et Pro Patria, for God and for country. The Davis Golden Rule Award is presented to Derek Soon.
Thank you, Dr. Cowan and Ms. Cole. At this time, I invite Academy Major Edison Guillermo, Senior Army Instructor, to the podium with me to present the Admiral James Bond Stockdale Award for Leadership Excellence.
I'm going to go ahead and read it, and then present it. You can read it?
I read or you can?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This award is named in honor of Admiral James Bond Stockdale, former POW during the Vietnam War, recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor, and former honorary member of the Academy Board of Directors. The award is presented to the graduating senior who best exemplifies leadership, excellence, and moral courage during his senior year. This award is proudly presented to Clayton Johns.
Gunnery Sergeant Glimke and I have the honor of presenting the Association of Military Colleges and Schools of the United States Award.
The Association of Military School Colleges of the United States Award is presented a medal to the graduating senior who best exemplifies the ideals of the officer leader: moral courage, integrity, honesty, leadership, responsibility, dependability, and stewardship. Colonel William C. Atkinson was involved with this National Organization of Military Schools for decades and served as president several times. This year's award recipient is Bruce Morrish. Next, we'll present the Stella Von Atkinson Honorable Citizenship Award. This award is presented in honor of the late Colonel William C. Atkinson, Atkinson's mother, and is presented to the graduating senior who has consistently demonstrated excellent citizenship and moral courage during his years as a cadet. This cadet is also helpful to his teachers, cooperative with his coaches, and caring towards his subordinates. He consistently models the motto above the entryway to the auditorium, Metuit confida desdicio. No one fears to do that which he is confident he has learned well. This year's recipient is Jack Pan. Well done, Jack.
I now invite Mr. Ethan Segovia, Dean of Academics, and Faculty Chair Dr. Robin Cowan to the podium to present the Breidenfeld Award.
This award is named in memory of Cadet Howell Breidenfeld, a 1978 second classman whose passing was mourned by the whole campus. It is presented to the graduating senior who has best lived up to the standard he helped make Army and Navy Academy and the cadet experience better for his having been here, which was Cadet Breidenfeld's legacy. This cadet is a big brother to younger cadets. He is every teacher's helper, and he demonstrates an uncommon sense of community, stewardship, fairness, and justice. This year's award recipient is Maximilian Wildman. All right.
The final award to be presented today is the Virginia Powell Atkinson Award, which will be presented by the Academy President, Major General Arthur Bartell, and Army-Navy Academy Chairman, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Barry Schreier.
We have this one. I'll read it first.
Perhaps the most coveted and presented award at commencement is the Virginia Powell Atkinson Award. The award is named in honor of the late Colonel William C. Atkinson, his wife, affectionately known as Miss Addie. The award is presented to the graduating senior who best exemplifies the finest traditions of Army and Navy Academy, and who best represents the end result of the Academy's mission. The award is an engraved United States Army presentation saber, and it is presented by the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Army and Navy Academy, Mr. Barry Schreier, and this year's recipient is Drew Thomas.
Before we get to the big moment with Noah Ross and Alex Pavlov, please stand. These two seniors have been here since 7th grade. I had the opportunity to teach both of them. Gentlemen, very proud of you. Thank you for all you've done for us. And now, seniors, parents, faculty, and staff, the moment has arrived. General Bartell, as the Dean of Academics, it is my honor to certify that the following cadets from the class of 2018 have met all the requirements for graduation as indicated on their diplomas.
You ready? Dean Segovia, I accept these cadets and officially declare them graduates of Army and Navy Academy.
Gentlemen, please step forward when I call your name. Christian Aguirre. Kiran Raj Amuthan. Yibo Bao.
signature. It needs to be cooler. It's not that cool.
Joshua Berkman.
Way to go, Josh. Well done.
Helen Bruce.
Congratulations, young man. Well done. JC is really emotional. He was crying. His eyes out.
Juan Carlos Canawate Martinez.
Way to go, JC.
Xinyu Chen.
Well done, young man. Congratulations. You made it.
James Schwang.
Well done, young man. Congratulations. Good job.
Jack Contos.
Way to go, Jack. Way to go, Jack. Well done. Congratulations.
Michael Dallas.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'm so proud of you, Michael. Way to go. Good job. I know.
Jeffrey Danford.
Well done, young man. Congratulations.
David Dawson Trujillo.
Way to go, Jack. Well done. Well done.
Nathan Delman.
Young man. Way to go, Nathan. Proud of you. Yes, sir, Doug.
Wyatt Duggan. Lance Fatiaki. Jack Finkelstein.
Listen.
Gunbold Ganbold.
You made it, Gangle. You made it, big guy.
Phoenix Goldberg.
Good job, Phoenix. Well done, Phoenix. Great job, big guy. Well done. Hang in there. Who's it? ¿Listos? All right.
Jose Guerrero Flores.
Awesome.
Well done, young man. Well done.
Jiaming Guo.
Well done, young man. Great job.
Jacob Horowitz.
Michael Hu.
Zhengshan Hu.
Good job, Michael. Good job.
Rui Huang.
Way to go, Arthur.
Clayton Johns. Jonathan Jolly.
Good job.
Jacob Hall. Dowan Kim. Jinray Kim.
Congratulations.
Trevor Chrysler.
Oh, you.
Luca Vidicazze.
Congratulations there, Luca.
Fernando Letamente Juarez.
Congratulations.
Good job. Ong Lee.
Oh, you made it. Congratulations.
Adjutant.
Joffrey Lee. Joffrey. Xiang Lei Li. job, baller.
Well done, Max. Great job. You made it.
Wachang. Shinshu Lu. Yi Leo Lu. Ryan Minsuk Moon.
You made it.
Bruce Morrish. Raul Munoz.
Congratulations. His parents came in from Germany last night.
Nathaniel Nguyen.
Daniel. What? Way to go, Jack. Proud of you. Great job.
George Orsa. Jiahui Jack Han.
Jack.
Alexander Pavlov.
Alec.
Enoch Profansic. Job, Enoch. Trey Pulip.
Job, Trey. We work miracles here. That one's hard to believe.
Marcelo Reynara.
Well done, congratulations. Great job.
Noah Ross. Good job, buddy.
Congratulations.
Derek Soon. Awesome job, buddy.
Well done.
William Stringham.
Big Will. Congratulations.
John Lord Sy.
John Lord. Is that mom screaming?
Drew Thomas.
Remember we talked about
Tyler Wagner.
Mr. Wagner? They're daring him to dance across the stage.
Daoshang Tom Wang.
Made it.
Ryan Wang.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Ryan Q. Wang.
Great job.
Maximilian Wildman. Wenzi Jimmy Shu. Yingda Yao.
Good job, Yinga. Congratulations.
Alexander Ya.
Alex. Alex, way to go. Congratulations.
Tianle Zai.
No more wake-up calls. Congratulations, you made it.
Hao Tang Zhang.
Well done. Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Zonhao Neil Zhang.
Made it.
And here it is.
Last, but certainly not least, Dylan Zipsky.
Dylan, you made it, Dylan. Congratulations.
Can we hear it one more time for the class of 2018?
Guys, we're almost there. And now, I'd like to call forward our athletic director, Mr. Bert Millick, for the benediction.
God's blessing follow you all. Each new day. Take faith as yet untraveled by love. Let compassion and hope be the roads that you follow today. May you find comfort from this community and embrace and support the journeys through life. And lastly, as you leave campus, you may leave physically through those. It will never leave our hearts. Congratulations. Warrior proud. Warrior strong!
Ladies and gentlemen, and prepare. Gentlemen, ceremony symbolically finalizes the leadership change 2018. Both the academy and national colors are laid up for the summer. And rededicated on 28 August 2018 at our back to school opening ceremony in the chapel. Please give the Corps of Cadets a vigorous round of applause for completing a successful school year. Ladies and gentlemen, I now ask that everyone remain quietly at your seats for a few more moments while we move the second class into position. You may be tempted to move around and get a better view, but we ask that you remain where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the recessional bandmaster for the recessional. To the senior to form the receiving line. And if we could please clear the sidewalk leading out to the archway. Thank you. The recessional party. Class of 20 class and former receiving line. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the class of 2018.
Good job. You come back and visit. Promise.
I correct all cadets. Don't even worry about it. You made it. All right.
Congratulations. Come back and visit. Promise.
Bottom line. And this is the first time you won your
Keep playing. Keep playing. Promise.
If you're Yankee, you got to pass the voice down there. That's back down. If you want English, you can correct me. And I don't have to correct you ever. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm going to miss something.
Yeah, I didn't have
There we go. Congratulations. Come back today.
I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you at Starbucks.
Go blue!
Everyone! That's what I'm talking about. You better be ready. You better be ready. I'm right there. You better be ready. Next time you come back and shake my hand, you better be
Well done. Promise. I'll be back here this time. We'll see you this summer, Jack. You come back. This is a conference.
all right. Great work.
Always.
Jack, man.
Come back and visit us. Come back and visit us. Promise me.
Hey, Ty!
Derek.
Good job to you. Come on, Ron. Can't wait my friend anymore. Good job.
Ty Wagner.
You're so tall, you just
No, Karen.
I was going to get it eventually.
Yeah, but we didn't want to leave it out there.
All right then. Okay. Congratulations. All right. That's good. Just like
I know.
Because Marines in uniform always make a picture better.
right.
You gotta move it a little closer though, because otherwise you won't be in my picture. There we go. We don't need no fun, you guys.
And it's like until you don't get it in.
Class 2018, out 10, hut! Alma mater! Ready? Begin! Sheltered by the sun, it sails, bordered by the sea. Hail to Alma Mater, our mother ever be. May the standards lead us on,
generations of cadets and midshipmen, it has been considered good luck to catch a graduate's hat. At Army and Navy Academy, we follow this time-honored tradition.
Class 2018, dismissed!